Hello, welcome to the HooperCast.
Welcome to the HooperCast, episode 2.
Woo, we made it.
We made it here. We made it through one episode. Congratulations all.
I am Caitlyn, and this is Phoebe.
Yeah, I am.
We're here to talk about hula hoops. Let's
true.
jump into it.
Straight in with a meaty one. We covered a little bit in the last episode, some brief, not the entire exhaustive amount of material on hoop specifications.
So today we just wanted to go into a little bit more detail on equipment terminology.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that makes it confusing. On top of all the different sizes and all the different, purposes, there's also, what are you talking about when you've given me a whole bunch of numbers and a whole bunch of options that I have to choose from? Just give me my hoop.
Yeah.
We're going to help you maybe.
Hopefully.
We'll try.
So when you're buying a hula hoop, there are a few things that will be listed on a website.
Yeah, definitely. Size, obviously.
So size means generally the diameter of the hula hoop. So
good. There's a bit of a sticking point here.
Top to bottom?
Top to bottom. The tricky part about this is a merchant should tell you if their measurements go by inner diameter or outer diameter.
As a general idea, I would say if the ID or OD is not listed, they are generally going by the outer diameter of the hula hoop.
Is that true?
Yes.
I just ask because I'm just too scared to get it wrong.
Yeah, but you like to know.
I'm very controlling.
Some people don't care as much. It's only really a couple of centimeters, isn't it?
It's gonna be a difference of like 17 mil.
Yeah, so inner or outer diameter. So you'd be measuring the pipe, the circle, top to bottom from the inner, if it's inner diameter.
So what you're meaning is, I'm going to put it this way because I think this is the easiest way to figure it out. Outer diameter, you're including the measurement of the pipe. Inner diameter, you are excluding the pipe when you measure. So you're going from the inside edge of the tube to the other opposite inside edge of the tube. If you're doing outer diameter, you're taking the outside edge of the tube, including that in the whole measurement, as well as the other side, outside edge of the tube.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
I feel like it's hard without looking at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Look, we did a good job.
I think it makes sense.
Great. What else is confusing?
Often, depending on where you are, they'll be measuring, those measurements will be listed as inches
more
often than not, and centimeters if you're on the metric system everywhere else in the world.
Because the bulk of the resurgence of hooping as a dance movement and a sport is in America. I think a lot of the equipment that we get when we have to order it is in inches. I know I've had to get really good at knowing what my preferred hoops are in inches as opposed to in centimeters. It hasn't actually helped my ability to convert numerals from one to the other. It's just that I have an idea of what that size of hoop looks like in inches.
I pull up the conversion calculator on Google every time.
Okay,
people ask me what size hoop I'm using.
I'm going to plug it in.
I will be Googling it. Okay, so I use a 90 centimeter diameter, outer diameter dance hoop.
35.4331.
There you go.
So
35 and a half inches. That's my preferred hula hoop, or an 80 centimeter polypro.
31.49. So pretty much 31 and a half.
31 and a half inches.
Nice.
Moving on.
What's another thing we can talk about? Episode 2. Got to keep it coming.
Clothing.
Oh no. Clothing.
So I think one of the things that people realize when they become quite into hula hooping.
Get into it.
We get into it,
don't we?
Yeah. When you get into hula hooping, you start to A, have a hula hoop with you wherever you go, and B, pick your wardrobe, or your wardrobe develops based around what you can hula hoop.
That is true.
In. For me, that meant that my wardrobe consisted of entirely activewear.
Yep.
Leggings.
Yeah.
And tight clothes.
I don't think I've seen you not wearing leggings for... Is it basically how long I've known you? You live in a legging.
Yeah. Well, not right now. But...
Oh, that's true.
But underneath these track pants, I have...
Oh, it's a tearaway. It's not a tearaway.
I've got short shorts.
She does.
Because I'm going to go hooping after this.
Yeah, that's a thing. Hoops are the best thing that they stick to is skin. Clothes are slippery, man. Clothes are slippery. Yes. That's science. Wear shorts. Don't let anyone tell you can't wear shorts. Don't let anyone tell you can't wear anything.
Yeah. Well, that's actually another interesting thing that I have found personally. My body image has drastically improved since I started hula hooping.
I love that.
So I'll often be seen wearing bare midriff now, short shorts, whatever the hell I want and feeling good about myself, which was not necessarily the case pre-hooping days.
That's amazing.
I know.
I quite love that.
I know. I feel good about it.
Yeah, you should feel good about it. You should feel good about yourself. You should feel good about that. You should feel good about your journey. I want you to feel good all the time.
I think that's a really nice thing that I have noticed, that the community is just very body
positive.
Body positive
On a large scale.
I
Good
know.
job, everyone. Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Good
I believe in you.
So what were we actually saying about clothing? Just that
we just decided it was a topic and we started talking about it, and it led to just a beautiful revelation, and I'm glad that we got there.
Yeah.
Together.
What a journey. Cool.
You brought up the hoop community, so I think that's just a good one to start with. We started the first episode maybe giving you tips for people who have just come to hooping. It's new. They might not know how to get in touch with people. They might want to have some support. And it is a pretty supportive community, largely, as we just discussed. How do we contact each other? How do we keep together?
This is interesting, and I know that we're planning on talking about this next episode, but one of the main reasons that I wanted to start hooping was to meet more people.
Yeah.
And we'll go into that.
I remember you using the words community building.
I wanted to build a community. I wanted to be part of a community, and then started to build a community. So some of the ways that you can connect with the hula hoop community in your local area, in real life, and online.
In IRL?
IRL.
Oh my god.
Okay, so IRL is finding, I think that most of the time it will start from the online community.
Yeah.
If you're a new hooper.
Yeah.
Seeking them out and then meeting them in real life, finding what's close to you.
Stay safe though.
Yes.
I don't trust anyone.
So finding your community online via Facebook would be a good place to start.
It's a good place to start. There are people there.
You can find local groups.
You chuck a search in, why don't you?
That's how I found you, Phoebe.
Really?
Well, yeah. I started
Aww.
epping hoopers.
Yeah, that's true.
I started a group.
Yeah.
Phoebe and I lived somewhat close to each other.
It's not a big suburb.
It was a great hoop jam. So that's one of the ways you can find a community. You start your own.
Yeah.
And you meet
If it's not there, make it.
You start every Sunday in the park on a Sunday afternoon. Just you and one other person. And then Phoebe.
I'm going to say it again. It's a small suburb. There's a lot of retirement homes around there specifically.
It was...
Those were the days of our lives.
I don't want to cry.
Oh.
No, I won't cry.
I can get the tissues.
I could cry. It was really where it all began.
Oh, you will cry.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay. Keep talking though, because I want to know why you're emotional.
No, that's just where my hoop journey started.
Okay.
So I wanted to meet the community. I wanted to start. I was lonely, and I want to know it is. Look at my little violin right here. I was lonely, and I wanted a hobby, and I wanted to meet new people. So I started hula hooping, and then I made the community in Epping Hoopers, which started with me and James. That's James Conograve, aka
Dragon
Child. That's his hoop name.
Yeah, we wanted to give him a really typically esoteric hoop name. I'm gonna link the description. We're gonna put the hoop name generator in the description. Do you know? Oh my god, I'm gonna bring it up right now.
This is something I actually do in my classes. I get my students to think about what their hoop name is going to be.
The Hooper Name Generator, it's called.
It's called
www.hoopname.com. It's basically adjective noun.
Okay. Joyful Wave.
Joyful Wave.
Generate one for me.
Opal Gypsy. Kinetic Dawn. Sacred Juice.
Sacred Juice.
Sacred Juice. If anyone wants to be Sacred Juice, I think that's the wickedest shit I've ever heard. Centric Channel. Neon Girl.
Audacious Pixie.
Loopy Dawn. I remember doing them for someone.
Spicy Catalyst.
I think something came up one time I was doing it for someone. It was like Human Boy.
Human Boy.
So it could have been anything really exciting, like Spicy Catalyst that's just come up, but instead they got Human Boy.
I honestly think that's a great hooper name.
Oh god, Mistress Falcon. I could do this all day. Should I stop?
Yes,
we only have
please,
so many minutes.
Please stop.
Back on topic.
Turn it off.
Okay, I gotta close the window. It's too good.
So yeah, you can have many countless hours of fun on hoop name.
Get a hoop name. I mean, it's not necessary that you need one, but it's sure fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Dragon Child, Epping Hoopers.
Yes. So
3 people.
Yeah, it was 3, but we would have people. So we had a hoop stack and music.
Flags.
Occasionally. I had a sign that said, join in.
Join on in, fam.
I didn't say that.
Oh,
But it said something along those lines.
join it.
But it wasn't that weird. It was a bit weird. But we had people just come over and pick up hoops with us. And it lasted for a good year and a half.
Yeah, we collected a couple of people.
But we also
Minimum.
we would also trek into the more central city to join in larger flow communities.
Yeah, there's a few around Sydney.
Yes.
Some that happen at the night time, some that are like blow jams with all light up hoops, some that are fire related.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a fun time.
Yeah. So there's meeting people in real life. You can use meetup.com to start a hoop group or find one that's near you. Always having your beginner hoops or hoops on hand so that people can join you is a good way to, if you're out and about.
Yeah, be mindful to bring hoops that beginners will be able to use for the things that they think they should be able to do.
And just having spares and sharing around, and it really does. It's kind of one of those activities that just draws people to it. If people see you hooping outside, they're gonna be interested.
It's flashy, it's colourful. And it's just
joyful.
I'd go over there if I wasn't already hooping. I'd be like, oh, I want to do it.
Yeah.
Can I be a friend, please?
I'd be like, what's your hooper name going to be?
I'd be like, it's Juicy Booty. That's what they
And I'm like, well, please.
Hello, I'm Human Boy. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Grab a circle, spin onward into the sunset. And then we spin off into the sunset like the end of Grease where somehow the car is flying.
I think that's so beautiful. I wish that is how we had met.
Isn't it?
Maybe it's how...
I think I had green hair.
Maybe it's how this podcast will end.
Let's leave. We go together like sha-na-na-na.
Okay.
That's IRL.
Yep, so that's IRL. Online communities.
Yep, huge.
Okay, so the main ones on...
No limits.
The main ones on Facebook are...
What are they? Infinite Circles Community?
Yes.
That's a big one.
Hooping.org.
Hooping.org, the hooping community of hooping.org.
Yes, that's the Facebook group name.
Hoop Force is the Sydney one.
Hoop Force
Australia.
Hoop Force Australia is Australia. There's so many, honestly.
If you look up hooping and hoop groups, you'll just find a ton.
Type in hula hoop and your town or your city and you're going to find it on Facebook.
If you don't find one, I challenge you to make one. That is my personal challenge to you, listener.
Yes. You can also go and post in the larger ones like Infinite Circles or hooping.org.
Who's at where?
Who's around? Because people, I know in Australia we have created a map of Australia that has
a pin map
that has pins on it for where the local hoop communities are or the hoop classes around. So I don't know what everybody else is doing around the world. But they may have similar databases for finding your tribe.
Yeah.
We're all your tribe.
Yeah, so that's...
your location tribe.
Same location. If you just want to be into the hoop scene, those websites, like Facebook groups, again, really good place to get inspiration, see videos that people post. You can post stuff. You can ask for advice.
Yes.
There's a lot of support offered.
Yes. I know that hooping.org has a lot of useful information for beginners and, and experienced hoopers in terms of a database of hoop businesses and their names.
Oh yeah, that's important. You don't want to accidentally
register someone else's business name.
You are in trouble if you do that, let me tell you.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Don't do that. Lists of tricks. I know there are a lot of websites around that do, but it's a good place to start. Like,
if you've got recommendations, by the way, for us for really good resources for tricks, like I would love to put them.
Yeah. Blogs and things.
Yeah.
We can create a database.
Oh, amazing.
That's
how easy it is.
Instagram
is, I think that's one of the ways that I constantly find myself making the most. I think I look at the most hoop stuff, like just by average breakdown through Instagram.
Same. And to be honest, it's such an accessible medium, and because hooping is so visual, Instagram is great for it.
Yeah.
Also, I know that there's been some issues, with myself personally, with posting videos on Facebook now, hoop videos. So
is that the music thing?
Yeah, it gets flagged with the cool music that I listen to.
Oh,
copyright infringement. I've been banned.
Stop being so cool.
I've been
that's your
Facebook
problem.
banned. So I had to listen to the lame music. Anyway, so a lot of the stuff going around on Instagram is cool. And you can find people through hashtags. So what are some of the awesome hashtags that you can find the hoop community through on Instagram?
Stop, drop, and spin.
It's the best one.
Is it the best one?
Yes, it is.
Oh, she's calling it, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
am calling it. It is the best one. So what you got to do with a stop, drop, and spin, when you get tagged, so I go, hey, at Phoebe Linguini.
That's me. It pops up. I get a notification. What is this? Someone wants to talk to me because I'm so cool.
I'm tagging you in a hashtag stop, drop, and spin.
Oh, shit off.
She's got to go and post a hula hoop video.
I do.
At some point. There's no time frame on this.
It's, it's better if you do stop drop, because it's like, drop everything you're doing. That's the truest form. But, we're busy.
So, when you can. You can screenshot my stop, drop, and spin so you don't forget. That's a good handy tip there, so you remember, because you might get a lot. You might get inundated.
Yeah.
Then she
I
goes
don't
and
get
posts.
inundated like Caitlyn does. I'm not as popular.
Sometimes I miss some stop, drop, and
I've
spins.
got one that I owe someone.
Oh. Did you screenshot it?
No.
You don't know who to tag. Okay, so
she sent me a message though.
Oh, right.
It was really nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she said, "Is it okay if I tag you?" I was like, "This is like the most beautiful thing." See, everyone's really polite.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I've never been requested via private message for a tag.
They just wanted to check if it was okay.
It just kind of happens. Anyway, so when you get tagged in a stop, drop, and spin, Phoebe would then go and make her video.
I would.
She'd go and post it to Instagram and say, "This is my stop, drop, and spin for Caitlyn."
Yeah, Caitlyn tagged me.
At _SpinJoy_. And I'm passing it on to...
I tag some people I like and know and want to see them hoop.
And then you go and tag them, and then they go and tag other people, and it just gets this like chain of awesome hula hooping. And if you haven't been tagged, or you've never had a stop, drop, and spin before, start one.
I find that's a really good way to find people, because you might have tagged someone and then you go and see what their return is, and then they've tagged 3 other people who might be doing similar stuff that you're super into.
Yes.
Yeah, you can just find a lot of people to follow. You've got all these like exciting things happening on your feed. Like you open it in the morning and there's like all this hoop videos that you can watch. And be like, "Wow, everyone's doing a sick job!" Or, "Oh, I know how to do that and I feel good about myself because I can." Or, "That's something I should note down to look at learning because I really like it."
It's also a really good way to start to build your confidence with hooping, posting videos of yourself.
Yes.
And I know it can be quite intimidating, terrifying for people at the start, but it gets easier.
Yeah, the more you do it.
And everyone's lovely.
Yeah, no one's going to be like, "Hey, your shit doesn't exist. You can't be shit at hooping."
No.
You can't.
No, it's not a thing.
It's not a thing. That's not real.
Another way to find people on Instagram is to hashtag hula hoop.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Look, you can spell it HOOLAHOOP, but...
Oh, you could, but considering I did a computational corpus linguistics project about specifically the terminology used in the resurgence of the hula hoop, I'm gonna say it's not as valid currently for this time.
I personally don't agree with the spelling that way. I'm just saying that it's a way you can find people.
You could. You won't find as many.
Hula hoop. We spell it HULAHOOP.
I think that's a bit more standard.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're gonna make me angry with linguistics.
I'm just pointing out that there are other people out there.
I'm just playing.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Hoop love.
Cool.
What else is there? So these are all hashtags, by the way.
I know there's hashtag hula hoop all the fucking time.
Yep, there is.
I like that one. What else have we got?
Infinite circles.
Yeah.
Which
Join
relates
to the
back
Infinite
to
Circles
the
community. Very true. They've got a hashtag.
There's perpetual flow.
Cool. I didn't know about that.
There is
learning.
Important, very important. Hashtag Hoopers of Instagram.
Yes.
That's the huge one.
That's the money.
Hoopers of IG as an abbreviation for Instagram.
Use them all.
Hashtag hooping.org.
Yeah.
Hashtag Flomies. FLOWMIES. So Flomies are your flow homies. And that being said, flow arts. Hashtag flow arts. So when we talk about flow arts, hula hooping falls into the broad category of object manipulation flow arts.
Yeah.
And you can then connect with awesome people
who do stuff and shit.
Yeah, other kinds of flow props.
Yeah. I like to see that.
And it just goes deeper and deeper into this whole...
Fall down the hashtag rabbit hole.
Yes.
Get amongst it, IRL, get amongst it, online. Everyone's very nice. Don't be afraid of putting yourself on there because the feedback that you get is just... It just builds you up.
It's just a lovely, supportive community.
Yeah.
YouTube.
YouTube, for sure.
YouTube's a huge one.
Yeah.
Go and find some tutorials.
YouTube is amazing for longer format tutorials that you can't put on Instagram.
Yes.
And often people, this is what I like. People will do something super cool on Instagram and they'll say, "Hey, I made a YouTube tutorial and the link's in my profile."
Yes.
So they help you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can go to there.
Yes. And yes.
Yes and yes. Yeah, double affirmative.
Can we think of any other ways to connect with community? What about international hoop conventions?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I just got back from Malaysia, the Hoop Dream Retreat.
Hoop Dream Retreat. I've seen the shirt. I saw Helly Hoops wearing the shirt. I saw some of the videos.
Yes.
I followed some of the Instagram of the actual retreat, and it looked like a bunch of fun.
It was amazing. It was amazing. And there's Hoop Camp. I'm going to in the States.
Camp. There's Hoopurbia, which is like Hoop and Arts, and they change location.
That is so cool. I would love to go to Hoopurbia.
Yeah.
There's SWhoop, which is it in Bristol?
I don't know.
That's Emma Kenner's.
We'll link them.
Yep. What else? There's a bunch of those around.
Heaps.
Yeah, if you've got a
German hoop convention, there's
German hoop
juggling
convention.
conventions that they have hoops at. There's a couple in Australia. We've got Hoopy Happenings in the Australian Hoop Convention.
Yes. There's Paris, I think, one in Paris.
Cool. There was one at TADAH, the artist retreat. That looked cool. I like the look of that space, but I can't go there because I don't have money.
Yes. You do have to travel to get to international hoop conventions.
International hoop conventions. Cost you money. Pro, write it off as a tax claim if you do this professionally, if that is something that you're allowed to do. Pro, meet your idols.
Yes. Pro, learn a lot of hoop shit. They're amazing in terms of content workshops.
Yeah.
Back to back learning of amazing stuff and usually pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone.
Definitely.
With your standard hoop style.
And having someone actually there with you to correct you and give you advice and say, look, this is going to be easier if you try X, or that's a great job, you're doing it right. So you get instant feedback from an actual human person as opposed to you in your room hoping that what you just did looked right. Yeah.
And also hanging out with your floamies.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of other people who are like-minded. It's, yeah.
Everyone loves hula hoops
and
generally.
Sometimes the food is really good.
The food
if
is
you get a place where the food's good, that's just a full bonus. I like to eat.
Yes.
Side note, I love to eat food.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I reckon we're coming up to a solid episode.
Yeah.
Should we do a hot hoop track?
Yeah, what's your
Seal it off?
What's your hot hoop track?
My hot hoop track this week. It is by a group called Kenton/Demon. All 3 words.
How do you spell Kenton?
Kenton //demon, spelled how you spell demon.
Okay.
And the track is called Peace, and it's got a really good kind of dancey vibe. It builds slowly. It has like kind of 90s electronic dance vibes.
Awesome.
I like it.
I can't wait to hear it.
I like it.
My hot hoop track for the week is Redbone by Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
And I am just loving those vibes. It does have explicit content.
Ooh, yeah, we should probably do those warnings when we have those recommendations.
Yes, they have both been added to our Spotify playlist.
Running Spotify playlist for the HooperCast.
On the SpinJoy HD Spotify playlist.
That's HD. Hoop Dance, got it.
Hoop Dance, yes. We'll put the links to those in the podcast notes.
Yeah, that's true. She wouldn't lie to you.
I might.
It's time to go.
Yes, it's time to go.
Let's leave.
Let's leave. Happy hooping, guys.
Let's leave. Bye.